And you guys are now playing through the TV speakers.
Hello, my name is your TV. I referenced a song I guarantee no one else knows.
Damn it.
Nope.
Because
Really
it's
hate
by
to
a
record on
random
the back of
band
the
no
CD.
one's heard of that does weird songs about, like, stalkers and shit.
No.
And an amazing rock opera, shockingly. You would have to know the band Ludo. They have the most random fucking songs. There's one that just is a normal love song that out of nowhere by pirates, and you'll be into your hideout like pirates often do, and I will vigilante bushwhack through the jungles of Peru just to save you, and I'll take you north to Mexico, where you can, where we'll take you north to Mexico, where you can tell me your life story on the steps of a Mayan temple, where we'll dance, singing nonsense songs in 12 bars to the Jaguars, until you sense me, your eyes convincing, and I will kiss you like a hero in the half-light, dry our sheets in pink shampoo, smell of palm leaves that sleep against you, until the natives found us. But they would crown us king and queen, and we would stay there, spend our days there eating guava by the sea, and I will understand your views, and you will fall in love with me. And while the silly human race talks to droids in outer space, you'll grow old and laugh about this song. And between the jungle and the stars, we'll sing nonsense songs at 12 bars to me, and in my sleep we'll hum along. Back to the normal song!
Everyone clap for Shadow, by the way. Hey, YouTube.
Oh, and don't forget their awesome breakup song. You can watch Good Will Hunting by yourself.
Hold on.
Are you having problems?
Before I hit record, I made sure to turn off audio, and for some reason, music audio just shot straight back up, even though I know I turned everything off.
Did you confirm?
Yes, I confirmed.
But did you confirm with the proper source in triplicate?
No. Shit, should I have done that?
That's your problem.
Yeah, there you go. But now that you filed it once incorrectly, you need to file it 4 more times with 3 more organizations and with your local bookie.
Damn it! Okay, where the hell do I go get the forms?
I'm not sure if this is a reference to Hitchhiker's Guide or if the U.S. government.
Yes!
Okay, so, nostalgia in basically anything.
Well, have you started recording yet?
Yes, recording has started. It's been started.
Well, introduce! Go, Sparta!
I did! After you did that song! Did
But
you
you
not hear
said
me
oops,
better.
and then it was
Host
messed up,
better.
and-
Lead, take control. You're in charge. Go.
One of you start. By the way, Shadow, your mic's
Some
lagging.
fucking host you
cricket.
are.
Cricket.
Some host
Okay.
you are, Sparta. God.
Cricket.
We're going to turn this nerd talking roast Sparta hour.
I
Yes!
did not mind that. But
Ladies and gentlemen, the roast of Sparta Likos, where everyone is to improvise all the jokes, as we didn't have any warning, because Sparta doesn't give any.
I'm
These
Actually, I
sorry.
think we had more warning on the roast
Shadow,
because we were a
go.
little bit better prepared for that.
Bring up your topic.
Okay, fine. If the host isn't going to host, I'll do it then. So, we were going to talk about how everything these days is all about the nostalgia-gasm. Movies, TV, even certain books are just trying to make you feel like it's the 80s or 90s again, and why? And why everyone's obsessed with this and how you feel. Who wants to open?
Them's were the good old
I
days.
will start by saying a lot of it, I think, is a lack of creativity. People want just, especially businesses that are pushing out these products, want something they know is going to sell. They don't care about the creativity, the artistic side. And this is probably more so true for movies than, say, video games, but it is present in video games as well.
Yeah, I mean,
There are a
just
lot
recently,
of games that are meant to be retro.
I mean, hey, just recently there was the ukulele game that came out that pretty much looks almost identical, aside from character design and level design for Banjo-Kazooie.
Well, that's because it was meant to be the successor to Banjo-Kazooie, and everyone's
Yes.
obsessing over this game. And what did I say from the start? This is gonna flop, because everyone wants to have their nostalgia-gasm, but since they can't use the intellectual property, A, they're just, from those games, they're gonna complain anyway, and B, because everyone with nostalgia goggles on sees what was a flawed creation in the past as perfection. No matter what you did, you're never gonna be happy. Stop asking for it.
Well, either way, I feel they did a good job. And lawnmower, son of a bitch.
Good job, Sparta.
See, even your environment's trying to troll you today, man.
I know. I had no
I
idea
like
my
how the
neighbor was going to be
lawnmower
cutting my lawn
is the
today.
stopping point for you. But, like, the constant volley of planes and helicopters, whatever.
No, that was right outside my window, dude. So, yeah, it definitely got picked up on the mic.
The planes and helicopters do, too.
Yes, but
Anyway.
they're further off in the distance.
You okay with us going again?
Yeah. I'll just have to cut out my mic. Anyway,
Okay.
my point was,
So-
from what I've seen after everyone sort of shit on it for not being Banjo-Kazooie and actually being, a spiritual successor, most people have actually given it good reviews. And yeah, there are the few complaints, but the game is solid from what I've seen.
But it didn't matter how solid the game was. People were going to bitch because their nostalgia goggles aren't on it. So even if it's just like the originals, they're going to see the originals as flawless. Even if it's exactly the same thing.
Right, which fucking sucks because it's killing a good game just because, it's not something you played as a kid.
Well, it's a game that only exists because these people bitch about their need for nostalgia, and then it's impossible to please them because the only reason they see these things of their childhood as better is because they're from their childhood, not because they were better. It's like when everyone bitches about how they'll start a new Pokemon generation, like these three are very non-creative. And Grimer, Muck, Coughing, etc. were?
Right?
Yeah.
You create 800 unique fucking monsters.
Alright.
While we're on the subject of games like that, what about the constant volley of new platformers and side-scrollers and shit? The reason those died out is because they weren't that great, but now suddenly we need 1 million of them?
Oh, I mean,
I
some
will follow
platforms...
that up with that's a cultural thing, like this whole retro culture that granted was bigger a few years ago, but it's still running its course. And
Right.
I never agreed with it, but it was popular, and once again, this goes back to companies want to work with stuff that's popular they know they can sell.
And while there will always be a couple of decent ones, 90% of them are just half-assed attempts to cash out on this obsession with nostalgia that, while it's fallen off a little bit in gaming, is still everywhere. Rebooting all these 90s shows and shit. Hell, I was just watching new Mystery Science Theater.
And heck, there's the movie for the Power Rangers that came out, which... I don't know, is that show still going on?
No idea, but I actually heard it was surprisingly good because they didn't make it for kids.
Right.
They did the thing they should have done. They grew it up.
Well, here's the thing. I didn't like Power Rangers as a kid, and when I saw the trailers for this, holy shit, I actually wanted to fucking watch a Power Rangers thing. I never wanted to watch Power Rangers as a kid.
Let me say this. They fixed the first thing that immediately I noticed with Power Rangers, even as a kid, the innate racism of Power Rangers. Did anyone else notice the Black Ranger was always black, the Yellow Ranger was always Asian, the Red Ranger was Native American if they had one?
Now that you mention
that's
it, no,
actually
I didn't
not
notice
true.
that.
In the original Power Rangers, the Yellow Ranger, if I remember, I might have this backwards, but the Yellow Ranger was Asian, and then they changed it later on, so the Yellow Ranger was black.
Oh yeah, they
Well,
did.
they changed it.
Or-
Because the Black Ranger originally was a white guy.
Was he?
Yeah.
I know it's happened.
The
before.
original
I
Black
don't
Ranger
know.
became the White Ranger.
Huh.
Ironically enough.
Wait a second. I thought the White Ranger became the Green Ranger. Or, no, the Green Ranger became the White Ranger.
No.
Why? Is the White Ranger, like, innately the leader?
He's better than the leader
no,
from what I
not really.
understand. Though, then again,
Usually the Red Ranger is considered the leader.
Yeah.
Fuck me.
And most of the Power Ranger information I'm going off of is off of Death Battle, so they may have some of their information incorrect.
Well, keep in mind, I'm working off memories from, like, the mid-90s, so I may not be correct.
So
I
we're
barely
going with
saw
two,
any of
sources
Two
that
bad
may
sources.
not be corrected.
Perfect.
Great conversation, guys. This is full of facts.
Yep.
That's all we use here, right?
Yeah. Just call us Fox News.
Oh, fuck.
Um,
Sorry, but if I got compared to Fox News, I'd probably shoot myself.
well, you better start finding a gun, because I'm pretty sure that's exactly what happened.
No! Where's the shotgun? I must do shotgun to face.
What?
That sounds like not only a horrible way to kill yourself, but really difficult and inefficient.
I don't know. Ask Kurt Cobain.
Ouch.
Okay, so,
Sparta,
Goodness gracious.
please tell me you're
I
not
just
stopping
kinda
to go,
killed that
who's
one.
Kurt Cobain?
Huh? Wait.
I hope to God you're not stopping to wonder who Kurt Cobain is.
Sparta, you do know who
Sadly-
Kurt Cobain is.
sadly I don't.
You live in Washington, don't you?
Oh my Jesus Christ, Sparta.
I moved here 3 years ago.
How? What rock do you live under you've never heard of Kurt Cobain?
And the name sounds familiar, but I don't know from where.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Comedy Central roast of Sparta Legends.
Everywhere.
Oh, come on. That can't be the worst thing that I haven't heard of.
That's pretty fucking bad, dude. I'm not gonna lie.
It's up there.
Okay,
It's
so...
one of the most popular musicians in the 90s, dude.
Okay.
You still have no fucking idea, do you?
Not really.
Was married to Courtney Love?
Who's
You
that?
don't even know who that is, do you?
Nope.
I have no
I am
words.
disappointed. I am disappointed.
Just let it go. Let's move on with our lives before we have to kill
I'm
ourselves.
holding out hope that it'll click.
No. Move on with our lives and just
I,
try not to ever think about this dark day again.
But how do we move on?
I just want to see the comment section on this video after this plays.
Oh, he's gonna cut this.
You better not.
I'm not going to cut this.
Oh, well, if that's the case, everyone just shame him. Go.
I don't even think I have words for this right now.
You don't know this, but you and Saria to talk about your hologram band you're interested in?
Wait, what? Hold on, what are you talking about? I don't talk about anything
The hologram... on
The
GTA,
Vocaloids?
I know they had a song. No.
Oh,
Gorillas?
Gorillas.
Them.
Which is basically the American Vocaloids.
And to be honest, the
Vocaloid
Gorillas
sounds
only do the whole hologram thing at live concerts, which they hardly ever even do.
Oh,
Most of their-
you do know it's not like a single group. It's like a couple people when they bring in other musicians to work with them, right?
I know.
Like, that's why they do the holograms.
Heck, I've heard a few times that they've actually changed artists and voice actors for the characters.
So it's like the Pussycat Dolls, only even less interesting to look at.
Kind of.
Gotcha. Wow, that's a hell of a tangent.
Yeah.
Right?
G-Dog, you were supposed to be giving us nostalgia examples. You've done nothing so far. Participate!
I'm feeling nostalgic about Nirvana, so
It's
how's
what I
that go?
do.
Come on, G-Dog. There's gotta be something...
Stop
that-
lurking.
But that's what I'm good at.
Lurk more. 4chan approves.
Come on, G-Dog. There's gotta be something that you like or dislike that came out that tried to go after your nostalgia from when you were a kid.
I was never a kid.
He just is. He is existed
Wait,
for
let's
all
be
time.
fair. Let's be fair. If something was aiming for nostalgia when G-Dog was a kid, it would be Pong.
That's very true.
Yeah.
Oh, how
And
about
how many different variants are there of that game now?
Who cares? No one plays them.
except the Pain Station?
Oh, I've seen that one. The Pain Station is the only acceptable version of Pong.
Right? And Sparta's like scratching his head, like, what the
What's
fuck?
the Pain Station?
Yeah.
The Pain Station is Pong with consequences.
Yes. Your controls are electrodes, and if you get a point scored against you, it shocks you.
What the fuck? Why would anyone play
No.
that?
If it helps understand how this
007.
happened, it's German. That's
Oh,
where that was originally then.
I was actually thinking, is it Japanese? Because that sounds like something Japan would do as a game show.
Careful before you say something racist and have to cut it again.
Right?
Wait, again? What did I miss?
You were in the other.
first Nerd Talks.
Yeah, you were in that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, he cut
Oh,
all
what
of
was
the things he
specific
said about
one?
Japan in
Controller
that
sizes?
one. Shh, no one knows he cut it. He definitely didn't refer to the reason that the PlayStation controller was small as Japanese hands. You're welcome.
Hell, I hate you.
You're welcome.
Anyway, what I was referring to is Japan does have several pretty weird game shows.
Well, true.
And-
They usually don't go to that extreme. They usually go to the extreme of, fucking cops. They usually go to the extreme of, like, super socially awkward. Like, they rarely go to, like, physically harming.
Has anyone seen the fucking competitive hugging one?
Competitive
No.
hugging.
That's a thing.
Competitive hugging.
Sounds pretty vicious.
Or no, it was competitive apologizing.
So what are they just yelling "I'm sorry" at each
Why
other?
does this sound
No,
like
it's
a
like
Canadian sport?
It's like a backflip into an apology or shit like that.
What?
I am not making this up. This is a thing. This is
I'm
This
concerned.
is Japan, and yes, it does sound like the Canadian fucking pastime.
Curl fucking 100 pounds and then apologize. Canadian national
I am
sport.
Sorry.
I'm
Racism.
sorry. No, I'm more
Well,
sorry.
nationalism anyway.
Oh, I'm sorry. Fuck, I think.
It's sorry, I think.
Sorry,
It's sorry.
yeah. No, I'm sorry.
Sorry.
You're not as sorry as I am.
I am more sorry than you are.
I get to say
See,
this.
the best
I
part
get to
about
do
this
this,
is
okay?
you can leave it in because Canadians will be like, hey, they're talking about us. We're going our
Okay.
way.
I live near the border. Canadians actually talk like we all joke about them talking like.
I know.
Seriously?
Yes.
I thought that was just a stereotype.
No. It's
That's
not.
the one stereotype that's actually true? What?
It's true for certain areas, just like the southern drawl that everyone stereotypes is true in certain areas.
Okay.
Very true.
Like, all stereotypes are bedded in a grain of truth.
It's
As
just
much
a
as people
grain,
don't
I
like
guess.
to admit that.
Alright.
And I mean, sometimes, as bad as it sounds, I am okay with stereotype humor.
Oh, I love stereotype humor. Like, I abhor fucking racism, but racist jokes are funny as shit.
Because you're taking it as a joke. That's the thing.
Right.
As long as you can take it as a joke, the joke it is.
I've said some horrible things as jokes and laughed my ass off about them. That said, I've said some horrible fucking jokes and been like, oh god, did I really fucking say that?
Like that one, you won't tell
Like the
me what
one-
the hell you
That's
said.
very true.
Yeah.
I
no.
No.
That
no,
one's
Sparta.
never being repeated.
Am I just going to have to draw Foyle's character as keeping his mouth silent while I constantly ask him, what the hell is the fucking joke?
No
Tell
one
me,
is
I
ever
must
repeating
know.
that. It wasn't even funny. It was just bad.
Yeah.
I know, but the more and more you talk about it, the more and more I want to know what the hell you said.
Why do you
No,
think
you
we
don't.
keep bringing it up?
Right?
Also, yeah, you don't want to know. No part of you wants to know. You will live a happier existence not knowing.
Shadow, I'm sure I could handle it.
And he's sure as hell not telling you while you're recording. That's for damn sure.
Yeah,
Alright.
I'm not gonna commit that to fucking audio again. Or any chance.
So, nostalgia.
Oh, we just had our
If
own
people are
ending.
wondering why we're staying so off topic, it's because he ambushed us with this topic today, 20 minutes ago.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've sort of been in a really weird point right now where I just
Nostalgia mood.
do this more and more often. I really need to get more on top of things.
It would probably help. A lot.
With
I'm
flamethrowers.
I'm starting to
That's the
jot stuff
Krogan
down
way.
on the, what's
You've
the
got a
Krogan
quad
way?
about you.
Flamethrowers. Tiny
a Krogan.
flamethrowers designed for kids. Let's be fair.
Okay, I'm not going to lie. That was pretty fucking good. I love that.
That was great. Like, now when you say burn down each other's things, you mean in the game world, right? No.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
I'll get
go
the
put
mini
batteries in the
flamethrowers.
tiny flamethrowers.
I'm so excited.
Fire breathing thresher malls of death.
He remembers
I so
the
wanna
game
play that.
even.
I want to play it.
I thought that was amazing.
Oh my god. How about this? Since the nostalgia topic's fallen through, let's talk about games like Andromeda, which everyone shits on, and then they're awesome.
Yeah, like
Alright.
Andromeda is nowhere near as bad as what fucking critics have been. Well, not even critics. The internet in general has been claiming it to be.
Right.
Well, everybody gets stuck up on the tiniest little things, and they think, oh, well, if it's got this and this wrong about it, then everything is shit.
Or heck, what
Well,
about
I
people that
challenge
just shit on a
anyone who
game
shits
entirely
on
if the
Andromeda.
story is slightly bad or mediocre, but the gameplay is
Honestly, the
beautiful.
story wasn't bad.
I would call Mass Effect or Andromeda story mediocre. It's not horrible. It's not phenomenal.
Yeah.
Right, but you do know there are those games that people just shit on just because of the story or just because of the gameplay, yet the other aspect is spot on.
Well, it's like Castile shitting all over it because of facial animations. And yes, those did get a little annoying. They were
But they
nowhere
recently
near as
released a
bad or
patch for that,
game-breaking as everybody wanted to say.
They
Not even
were
right.
rare. Here's the thing. Everyone's evidence is one person had this issue, thus everyone's had this issue. I had one facial animation bug the entire game, start to finish.
I think I had like 2. I had one where fucking the doctor went into the T-pose while she was talking to me and didn't leave it. And obviously Addison's was pretty bad.
Addison would break a lot.
Yeah.
Wait, there was that one really hilarious one that happened and was in Moments in Gaming. Castile apparently found some characters just floating around, like, higher than they were supposed to.
Floating.
See, I know
Floating
what
characters
Castile
is
was
always
doing,
an
but
issue.
he's found like a million fucking glitches I've never fucking seen.
And floating models in a game has been around as long as games. It's a side
Still,
effect of the
it's-
fact it's
Yeah.
far easier to animate someone floating an inch or so above the ground than on the ground, and sometimes that inch or so changes greatly. If you
Right, but
play
still,
through
it
like
is fun.
Mass Effect 3 in particular, 3 and 1, like in 1 you will levitate all the time, and in 3 it's usually your teammates. I had a lot of times where I'd be on cover and like Garrus would be levitating like fucking Chris Angel over there.
Well, see, that was
Wow.
going to be my next point. I want someone to play Andromeda and then go play Mass Effect 1. See what
Right?
complaints you've got then. Like, Mass
Yeah,
Effect 1
I've been noticing...
is a
on my
solid
play-
game. Don't get me wrong. First time I bought it, I fucking sold it after I beat it once.
Wait, really?
Granted,
It's-
keep in mind, this was before the rest of the series was out, and I didn't realize it was going to be a series. I sold the game because the mechanics of it I didn't like. I still don't like the mechanics in the first game.
Yeah,
It's
even
that
on my
was a
playthrough,
trilogy,
I
though,
actually
is why you
really
play
am
one.
getting annoyed with the like the cover mechanic is very clunky. Like,
Oh, well, people use that cover mechanic. It's useless.
right, and then there's the
I'll
What's
be honest,
cover?
time
that's
for
probably
each
the
ability.
best part of the combat system in one, though.
If you're using a gun character, if you're using anything else, you never in cover.
I hope you're in
Right.
cover or you die really easily after, you use your power and you're on the infinite fucking recharge time.
I've used every power once. I can't use any powers for 3 more years.
Right?
Pretty much.
And my gun's pointless because I have a pistol because this class only can use pistols.
But no one questioned the fact they fixed the combat in 2, and they made the games a lot darker, which I liked in 2. But if
Mhm.
I'm being honest, my issue with 2 is you start at such a low level, and that by the time you're actually able to use your biotics and techs effectively, you're halfway through the game.
Yeah.
Seriously?
Because you had to be rebuilt.
Yeah.
Don't spoil anything.
And even then,
Well,
the
every
powers
game has
in
to have an
2 were-
excuse for you losing your powers when they change things. Although between 2 and 3 you keep your powers, they just double the level cap, so you kept all your levels. That was a good idea.
But
I
2,
liked
the
that.
powers were way underwhelming too. Like,
Unless they're incinerate.
guns was the best. Yes, Incinerate was overpowered as fuck. But,
Ooh, and Shockwave.
I'm
But,
kind of on the fence on Shockwave. One of the reasons why I didn't run Jack more, and I ran Jack a lot.
Okay, Jack is not as phenomenal as Subject Zero should be.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like,
The
way more
cutscenes-
badass in cutscenes than an actual
Yeah,
fight.
it's like you have all this awesome stuff in cutscenes, and you're like, why can't I do that?
Ooh, how amazing was Thane in the cutscene? Then Thane's kind of crap.
Oh my
when you get him.
gosh.
Oh my god, Thane's like a glass cannon.
Don't get mad at us, Sparta. You're the one who's had the games for ages and never played them. You had all
This
the
is true.
opportunity to know what we're talking about.
Right, but I was trying to wait for a good point to jump in and say, well, wow, Mass Effect was one of the games. Do you have any other examples?
Of games everyone shit on despite them not being bad?
Yeah.
I'm sure there's plenty. I just went to Andromeda because Andromeda became the internet's favorite punching bag. Like, it was treated like No Man's Sky reception.
There's
I
No
don't
Man's
remember
Sky
ever seeing
actually
it
fucking
treated
deserved
like
worse
that,
than what it got.
but-
Yes.
It got
honestly,
a lot of comparisons.
Andromeda probably caught worse than No Man's Sky.
Because Andromeda had
Seriously?
the Mass Effect label on it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So that's why we went to Andromeda. It's so hard. And it did not deserve the shitting upon a game.
Like, don't get me wrong, it has problems, but I have yet to
Show
find
me a game that doesn't.
You're right.
Right.
Right. Every game has problems. From GTA to Mario.
Or let's look at the opposite side, how some people will just ignore problems with games. This would be a good time to include series like Call of Duty.
I
Halo?
was thinking, should we actually... Yeah, Halo has problems, but I was thinking, should we
I have
actually
Okay,
even
zero
bring up those
fear
two
of
games?
taking
problems
on
is how much it
fanboys.
keeps trying to become Call of Duty.
Yeah, I don't like how Halo's going down that route. To me, now it's just the only good Halo games that I've played are the ones before 343 took over. Hello?
We heard you.
Hello?
Oh, sorry. For
I
a
thought
sec,
you were
I thought the mic
continuing.
cut out.
Yeah, we thought you were going to keep talking. You didn't sound like the end of that sentence.
Well, as I was saying, I don't really like how, Halo's trying to become Call of Duty now because of how 343 seems to think it needs to go. When weren't Halo and Call of Duty kind of combatants, pretty much, in terms of how their fans were?
Yes,
Like-
but as sales go, Call of Duty won.
Yeah.
When Call of Duty
Especially
just keeps churning out the
considering-
same game every single time with, pretty
Yes, but
graphics.
people
not
are
only
stupid.
Not only that, Call of Duty's multi-platform. Halo's Microsoft only.
Yeah, that.
And it
that
took
does
them
suck.
forever to get fucking Halo on a PC even. Like,
Hell, Bungie had to be convinced to make Destiny not an exclusive.
I'm...
Destiny
I
was
just
going to
killed
be a
my car.
PlayStation exclusive.
Seriously?
I killed my car hitting the lamppost. And
Yeah.
fucking...
And that's why PlayStation gets exotics we don't. Like the
Mhm.
Hawkmoon and the Four Horsemen, we didn't have those in year one. And they still have exotics right now that they gained in year two. We never got them.
And we probably won't.
Nope.
That sucks.
I said, from what I've heard, the Meteor is a shit sniper rifle, so...
I know there was a Jade Rabbit and a Meteor, and I don't know what the Jade Rabbit... I know the Jade Rabbit's power was underwhelming, and I don't know what the Meteor even had.
The Jade. That
But
sounds
hey.
like it's supposed to be like a hand cannon or something.
Actually, I think it's a Pulse or a Scout.
Oh, really?
Well, while we're on the subject of games, how about how much shit people give Destiny for requiring grinding too much? But there are games I've played that are far more grinding with far less to gain from it.
Oh,
Dark Souls
right.
I'm
comes
looking
to
at you,
mind.
Warframe.
Oh God. Can we really include Warframe since it's technically a free game?
That is true. So you
Yeah,
have to give
yeah.
it some leeway for that, I guess. But like every time I looked at getting into Dark Souls and everyone talks about it, all they ever talk about is like, and my level 60 something. Oh, well, how long does it take to hit that? Because I was told by Dalton, Dark Souls opens up after you finish the game twice, and you're a high enough level to start really having fun. Like, why would
seriously?
I grind through the game twice to have enough level to have fun?
That sounds very stupid. But then again,
Well,
the game has a reputation.
You keep restarting the game with your character. So you just keep building your level. It does
have a reputation of the developers supposedly just being safe.
Getting off on your tears?
Yeah.
And that's me quoting the developers?
Yeah, I was trying to
like,
think of
I
what
don't
the
even
quote
find
was.
Dark Souls hard anymore because I just use the deaths as an excuse to collect, like, double up on my souls up until that point.
That is one thing I noticed. If you die, it's like, well, you died. Everything, all the XP you gained is there. Now you can just gain the XP you already gained again.
Yeah, and then
a lot of
pick
people
up
talking
your
about it like
souls.
the retro difficulty to play like old games. But here's the thing. Sure, you have to learn from your mistakes, and that's like old games, but it has a lot of the other retro difficulty issues, like buggy mechanics, or the game lagging at the wrong time and you're instantly dead, or the camera being a fucking nightmare to control at times and getting you killed. Sure, we had those issues back in the day too, but no one liked them.
Yeah.
Well,
If a camera in a game's a nightmare, it's a huge turnoff. I may not play the game then.
Yeah.
well, it's not even that. Like, just the fact that they turned death into a mechanic for progression, it kind of takes the difficulty out of it.
There is no penalty for death. Admittedly, there are other games with no penalty for death I've played quite a bit. Like, I played a lot of Far Cry, but I sure as hell didn't get in Far Cry for the difficulty.
Exactly.
Yeah, Far
I mean,
Cry
you want to
is
go
there for
retro
just
difficulty,
having,
you die, you start over at the beginning of the level.
Right.
Or the beginning of the game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
depending on the game. But this
Let's
is
talk
going
over
back
it.
to, like, regenerating health has become a big thing. That nerfs difficulty quite a bit.
Yeah, because you can just hide instead of having to go, well, I have to fight my way to the next health point without taking a single hit. There are times I'll argue for regenerative health to exist. Like, if it was a huge upgrade in my mind to add regenerative health to Skyrim instead of Oblivion's having to manually self-heal every time. Because while I get the mechanic of it, it just got annoying.
I actually kind of cheated in Oblivion and kind of just
You waited an hour every time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do the same in The Witcher, though I've been trying very hard not to. But the thing about The Witcher 3 is The Witcher 3 on its highest difficulty is about the same as The Witcher 2 on normal. And that's
really?
a series built on... Yeah. Like, I played The Witcher 2. It kicked my ass a lot of the time. It is very hard. Even Neckers, which are generally like the uber weak mook you kill the shit out of, even they can 2 to 3 hit you in The Witcher 2. My Witcher 3 character on normal difficulty wearing the lightest armor, specifically wearing cat school gear, which is to say as little armor value as possible because it's all built around dodging and critting. Like the rogue set. Even with that on, I am still able to take 5 or 6 hits normally. And because they, in my opinion, fixed the potion system, so that you don't have to collect bajillions of heavy-weighing herbs constantly and make each potion 12 times. That's a fix, don't get me wrong. I like that. Side effect is I can just keep taking swallow potions. Never have to worry about health again. Or just eat food, because food is weightless and you can carry hundreds of thousands of food items. Everywhere are food items, and they heal you.
Alright.
I know, yeah, we're kind of stealing the difficulty topic away from the person that wanted it, and I don't even care.
Yeah. Sorry, Sarah, you...
Oh, you've said his name, now he'll know I stole his difficulty topic. How could you? I trusted you!
I'm pretty sure he could figure out, considering he's the only one that suggested it.
Oh, like Sarah, you watch his videos.
Actually, I don't
Is
know
he
if
still
he does
alive?
watch the videos. Yes, he's still alive. I'm pretty sure you've talked to him in the past few days.
No, I haven't.
No, we played GTA. Seryu with us. I know, because I've done it before too, we just equate G-Dog to GTA at this point, but he was not actually there for that.
Really? I could have swore I saw G-Dog in his yacht.
Nope. You can
He's
tell
got
it
one,
was
too.
Seryu's yacht because it was painted in gaudy colors.
Mine's beautiful. His isn't.
I'm still saving up cash in the game for my own yacht, so,
Yeah, do you even
I've
have
given
a
up that
remote?
dream.
What was that, Foil?
I think he said he's at 2 million.
Wow, Sparta has more money than me.
Sparta's double what I have, but I just completed my Corvette collection.
And my main
That
goal
said,
is that
you know,
yacht.
you and G-Dog both used to have 10 times the amount of money I had.
Oh, fuck.
My last gen character, by the time I imported my data, had like 6 million sitting around with nothing to do with it.
Wish I could take my last gen money to this gen.
Me too. Me too. I
That
think
would
I
be
still
cool.
have like... I was purposely on a spending binge on last gen, and I think I still have millions sitting around.
Well...
Well, what? Come on. Don't keep us in suspense.
Continue this thought.
I
Use your words.
completely forgot what I was going to say.
Bollocks.
Thanks. You were very useful.
He suddenly became British.
We've all had that time we suddenly became British, right? I'm gonna be honest, after playing so much Destiny with Castile, I have had British words slip into my vocabulary.
Seriously?
I can see that happening easily.
Yeah,
Especially
it's definitely
how-
happened.
Yeah. Especially how vocal Castile can be at times.
I thought that was all the time.
I was trying to
That
be
is a
polite.
time.
Okay.
Yeah.
All the time is a time.
Yeah, pretty much is.
Just a nondescript.
Yeah.
So, good talking.
Yep.
Damn it.
What?
Don't surprise us. You might get better.
Yeah.
That said, why did you wait till Thursday? Like, you should have said something like Monday.
don't
at the
know.
latest.
If you said something days ago, then we would be not struggling here.
Right.
Right?
And I'll admit, I'm never going to deny this. This is all on me for kind of just dropping the bomb on you guys, pretty much. And I would like you
Yeah,
guys to
you
know
feel
that-
bad.
I was going to say, I would like you guys to know that I am sorry.
Yeah, this was Foil and me's raid day, man. We left raid day for this.
Didn't you get raid finished?
We got
Oh.
one.
Unfortunately.
No, almost finished. That our team left. But I had all day to raid, and no, we're doing this right now. I could have ran Crota again. Foil still needs his Necrochasm. I still want Oversoul Edict. I still have to get credit for doing the King's Fall. I still never got credit for killing Axis because our team left.
I could probably help with that. Maybe.
Let's put it this way. Surviving a Destiny raid is way harder than doing a heist in GTA, and I believe that is your best example of co-op difficulty I've seen you doing.
Anyway. Well, I think that's probably about it.
That was quick.
Bye. Thanks for coming.
Sorry for the short episode, guys. We'll do better next
Yeah.
time, we promise.
I'll actually make sure
Don't
to
make promises
schedule
you can't
it
keep.
this time instead of just dropping the bomb of, hey, we need to record.
Okay, I'm not available for at least a week.
Okay, so Shadow's not going to be good for any time next week.
Hey, I warned you
Maybe
about
we
that.
can actually head up to
I know.
share you.
Maybe. He does have...
I don't know. You should still be able to get on late at night, shouldn't you, Clutch? If you don't mind recording late.
Maybe, but unfortunately, I get screamed at if I go above this late at night. So this is my late at night voice. This is as far as I can go.
Yeah, and that is being picked up. I
Okay
can
then.
hear you very clearly.
Okay then. Good to know.
Hmm? It's better than Saryu's late at night voice.
Adios, guys, and happy Cinco de Mayo, considering this is going up on Friday.
Now you've dated it. No.